Hi, my name is Susie McCrae, and I am from Amherst, Massachusetts in the United States. I'm 60 years old, and my background, I have spent 30 plus years in the corporate world. I was in the retail business, I did management, I did training and development, human resources. I was in the healthcare field where I managed primary care practices and also worked in the human resources department. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about my story and what brings me here. So about 6 years ago, I was a hot mess. I was a stressed out manager running around, not sleeping well, not feeling well, not taking care of myself. And one of my receptionists introduced me to some health and wellness products. I tried them. I liked them. I started feeling better. I started sleeping better. And she said, if you want, you can sell these and earn an income. And I was like, no, 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 no. Nope, I just like feeling better. This is fine for me. But the more I started feeling better and looking into the business side of it, I realized that there might be something to this. It was an MLM, which is a multi-level marketing company, where I came in as a customer and then became a distributor. And I could earn commissions or money for selling products or bringing in new distributors and then them bringing in distributors and so on and so on. A very good company with a lot of integrity, and I did very well. I started sharing the products with people, and I grew a team, and I really was enjoying it. But then it got to a point where it wasn't growing because some of you watching this have been part of an MLM or are part of an MLM, and this is what happened. It's the bathtub visual, I call it. So as we kept filling in customers and distributors, then whoosh, they would be gone. And some would stay, but a lot would leave. They would leave for all different reasons. Either they were distributors and they weren't making the money that they thought they were, or they were customers who did not want to pay the monthly fee to have their products, or even distributors who did not want to pay for that subscription or auto ship. So I started out looking to see how can I better help myself so that I can in turn help my team, because I knew if I made them successful, then I would be more successful. We could help more people become healthy and happy, and also we would earn more income. So I went out there and I looked at all of what the gurus were saying. You need to get a Facebook group. You need to add value back to your audience. You need a website. You need a website, plus you need someone to host the website. You also need to learn how to do email marketing. You need a system to do emails so that you can have all your contacts in there. And of course, all of these things cost money, and they were all different systems and software. Not all of them were integrated. Oh, and you need a chat bot, Susie, because a chat bot would be great. If people go to your website, it can automatically answer questions for you. You also need something to help schedule when you want to talk to people. Oh, and listen, I'll teach you how to do Facebook ads so that you can get more people. You need a lead page. And if you don't know what a lead page is, that's when you offer something to get someone's name and email address. You offer them maybe a freebie. And I had a lot of good freebies. I had a lot of good information about health and wellness that I could share with people. So you need to do that, Susie. You need to attract people in. And you know what? Once you do that, you create a funnel. If you don't know what a funnel is, you get people in and you continue to communicate with them and you present your products and services to them. So this all sounded great. I worked my tail off. I did everything I was supposed to. I had a beautiful website. Everything was great, but guess what? Nobody was visiting my website. Getting that traffic, as they call it, or qualified customers or qualified eyes in front of what I was trying to promote was horrible. It wasn't happening for me, and I had spent a lot of money. So I was in a women's entrepreneur group, and along came Onpassive. So as you can see, I was spending time, money, I was aggravated. And I really wanted to help myself and my team. And I'm like, why is it so difficult? And like I said, along came Onpassive. And one funny note I want to add is I was told it was my mindset by a guru so that I could improve my mindset. Well, most people know I have a very good mindset. I'm very happy. I'm very positive. I work hard. It had nothing to do with my mindset. It had to do that it was a difficult system to navigate. And I found Onpassive and I said, you know what? This CEO, Ash Mufareh, knows Susie McCrae and he's going to help me. So what was Onpassive? When I joined as a founding member in January of 2020, it was a total marketing platform, all under one roof, with all of those products and tools that I was paying for separately, all underneath one platform. And in addition to that, they were going to send targeted customers to my website. I mean, how great is that? And also it was one low price for all the products and tools. Easy, simple, and wow. Like I said, this CEO gets it. And then after I had joined, the vision of Ash Mufareh, the CEO of Onpassive, expanded because now what Onpassive is it's a total business solution. It's not just a total marketing platform. So what I started thinking was, wow, I want to use Onpassive to promote the MLM, the business, the products for health and happiness and wellness. And then I started thinking maybe Onpassive could be my business. And I'll get more into that in a minute. So what is Onpassive? Onpassive is an information technology company that uses artificial intelligence. And if you've heard about artificial intelligence, that is something that is on a curve, and we are way ahead of the curve of using it with products and tools. So it's a very, very important piece of Onpassive. What else is Onpassive? It's products and tools for businesses and personal use, all under one umbrella, not going all over the place to different apps and to different programs. The best part, it is built from scratch. It is simple, and the products are cool, as our CEO says, and it's easy to use. So what are some of the products on Onpassive? Well, there's website hosting, there's email, there's virtual communication, like what Zoom is. We have OConnect. We have a fresh social media platform. A lot of people out there are kind of disgruntled about what's available out there for social media. We have a fresh one that is super cool. We have accounting. We have an HR human resource platform, which I'll talk about later. We have online learning. We have other products, and I'll show you later how you can take a look at them. What Onpassive has is products that people all around the globe use and need. What else is Onpassive? Well, it's a real business that's registered and legal in over 200 countries, debt-free. We currently have offices in Orlando, Florida, and Hyderabad, India, which is the tech city of India, where so many talented people live and work. And the planned expansion is underway for other locations across the globe. Onpassive has a large staff of engineers and support. What else is Onpassive? It is self-funding, and I'll talk about that a little bit later. And it's a fully automated, hands-free business. One of the things I love about Onpassive is it's something all my friends and family can be part of, and they are. By the way, my parents, my mom's 90, my dad's 94, they are founders. This business is for everyone. It is created for everyone, whether you have a business or not. And as our CEO says, if you can drink water, you can be a part of Onpassive. What is Onpassive not? Onpassive is not an MLM. We are not a multi-level marketing company. Even though it may appear to some people that we are not. And why is that? Because there are no qualifications. There is no selling of products or packages, and no recruiting is required. Also, Onpassive is not an investment and will never, ever be on the stock exchange. We are a private company. So sit back and think, what if a company in pre-launch asked you to be a founding member? That's what we're doing today. We're asking, what if you would like to be a founding member? And what if I told you there's a 30-day money-back guarantee? I'm also going to tell you it's ridiculously affordable. And also, the compensation plan is proprietary and created by our CEO, so we will all be successful. I'll say that again. We have a proprietary compensation plan created by our CEO so that we can all be successful. So this is what our CEO is inviting us to do, to catch the vision. He's saying, hey, I want you and others to join me as founding members. It's a one-time out-of-pocket payment of $97 to be a founder. And what this shows is that you have skin in the game and that you trust the vision of Onpassive. Then, once the company launches, you will become a customer of Onpassive with a one-time payment out of pocket around $250. After that, your monthly subscription or auto ship, whatever you want to call it, is automatically paid out of your earnings, whether you use the products or not. Thus, self-funding. That's what self-funding means. You will only pay out of pocket once to become a founder, and then when we launch to the globe, you will pay once again out of pocket, and after that, it will come out of your earnings. So you're going to say, okay, sure, but what's in it for me? Well, there's a lot in it for you. Once we launch, the company will do the following. They will market and advertise on your behalf. They will manage all of the products of Onpassive, including any new features that get added, any new products that get added, any new upgrades that get added. They will bring in and support customers placed under you. I love this because although with my MLM, I enjoyed talking to people I brought in, helping my customers, helping my team. I was a slave to my phone, to messages. I am just so thrilled that Onpassive is going to handle it, all of that. And the best part is that you will earn a piece of the pie from the customers coming in. So what else is in it for me? Well, if you have your own legal business, it can be on the Onpassive platform. So there'll be a process to approve your business, and then you can bring that business onto the platform and you can use the products and tools that are available. And Onpassive will send targeted customers to your business. So, like we say, in addition to having your automated Onpassive business, where they're doing all the work for you, bringing in customers, managing and selling the products to them. You can also use all the products and tools for your own business. So I have a lot of people say, what? Susie, this sounds too good to be true. Well, this is what I say. It is good and it is true. I've been totally engaged for over a year and a half. And quite frankly, it just keeps getting better and better. And it is true. So Onpassive is doing the work for us. They do the heavy lifting, finding customers, presenting them products, closing the deal, etc., etc. They do it all for us. So the next question I generally get is, well, why is this CEO doing this? And he gets asked that question a lot. Our CEO is asked a lot of times, why are you doing this, Ash? And his answer is, why not? He is not your average CEO. He wants to share the wealth. Ash could be one of the wealthiest people in the globe, but that's not what drives him. He is not driven by money. He knows that a lot of people out there have worked with programs, and if you don't know what programs are, there's different network marketing programs out there. There's different MLMs out there where you buy a package. A lot of people spend a lot of money to do that. They invest in it, and then the company's gone. He knows that. He knows that that has happened to a lot of people. He also knows that there's a lot of people out there that don't like to recruit. Most people don't like to recruit. So what Ash says to us is Onpassive is the correction to the corruption. He wants to make it right. He wants us to be part of what he has created so that we can earn wealth too. The other great thing about Ash is he embraces the founding members because, like I said, this is not for his financial gain. He actually has more joy in knowing that he is going to provide for us. And one of the things that really struck me when I jumped on board in one of his private webinars with us, he told us that he wants us to fill our tank, that that's okay, that we need to take care of ourselves, our families, any kind of expenses, finances we have. And then what he wants us to do is to go out and help by blessing others. And we do actually have a product that will help us do that. So what do you do next? What you need to do is connect with the person who shared this with you, because the only way to become a founder is by invitation. Okay? I encourage you to jump on board now. We are at almost 800,000 founders in over 200 countries. We are a real legal business with real products that people use and need. And we are going to be launching soon to the globe with products built from scratch that people are already using, want, and need. But our products are going to be much better. They're going to be cool. They're going to be simple. They're going to be easy. People are going to want to come to Onpassive because of that and the value that they're going to get. And the best part is that bathtub visual I showed you, customers are going to come in. They are not going to leave down the drain. They are going to stay with us because they are going to see the tremendous value. Remember, I told you all those other products and tools I was spending money on each month? Well, all of these are going to be under one umbrella. And whether you use the products or not, you're going to love the ones that you do use. Okay, so here's a recap. Become a founder today. Get cracking, okay? Do it. $97 plus a $5 processing fee with using a credit card or debit card. Then when we launch, you will become a customer for somewhere around $200 or $250. We don't have that amount in detail right now, but about that you can figure. And then you can plug in if you choose and learn more. You can share with others, or you can be passive. Thus, on passive. You can either be engaged or you can be passive, and you don't have to recruit. We also realize that not everyone is founder material. There's people out there that may, be downers about it, or skeptical, and that's okay. Because really we're looking for those who catch the vision. And if you just catch a glimpse of what I'm talking about today, I recommend you jump right on board. And you know what the best part is? There's no pressure, no pestering or convincing, because quite frankly, we don't need to do that at all. So I'm going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite products. It's called OStaff, and it is a all-in-one human resources platform. I'm going to tell you about a day in the life of a manager, a day in the life of Susie McCrae, just to give you a little bit of an insight into this wonderful product. So I'll give you an example of when I was managing primary care practices. I had 5 or 6 practices. I had a lot of employees. I had doctors that I had to support and help, and it was part of a community hospital. And we had all sorts of systems. Prior to that, I was also in the human resources department, and I did a lot of recruiting and a lot of other things within human resources. So we had all different systems, all different software. I had all different tabs open in my computer constantly. So what would happen is, for example, doing payroll, I would have to go in to a time and attendance system. I'd have to see who was missing punches. If someone was missing a punch, I had to reach out to them. How am I going to reach out to them? Well, let's see. I got to go open up an email. I got to go email them, or I got to text them on my phone and then hope that they weren't with a patient. Then wait for them to get back to me to say, hey, what time did you punch out on Friday? Finally, they get back to me. They tell me what time they punched out. They punched out at 5:08. Okay. I put that into the system, but now I need backup documentation. I have to go somewhere else to find a form. To get the form, to make sure the employee has that form or they know how to get that form, they have to fill it out and explain to me and sign it. Then they have to scan it, send it to me. Then I have to print it out. I have to scan it. I have to upload it into a different system to keep track in case I was ever audited for that punch. I had the backup documentation. Then after payroll was done, I had to go into another system, verify stuff. Then all of a sudden, a doctor would say, I was at a conference the other week. I want my reimbursement. Okay. So they would provide me all of their credit card slips, all of the verification that they paid for the conference, the hotel, the restaurants, whatever. Then I would have to go to the finance department, which had a different system. And in that system, I would have to figure out how much more money is available for this doctor. Were they through all their reimbursement? How much reimbursement was left for them to go to a conference? Okay, look at this Excel spreadsheet and then go in, have it manually changed to the right amount, and then go get my executive director to sign off on it, then go back to finance and say, I need this check cut for the doctor. And then the check would get cut. But first I had to go back to someone in payroll who cut those checks to make sure they received it. And then I would get the check and I would hand deliver it to the doctor. Then I would need to order supplies for my primary care practices. I would have to go into a different program for supply purchasing and for accounting. I would have to request a purchase order, then go in, get that purchase order approved, go in and order the supply, and then put that into another system. And then I just got to tell you, I was pulling my hair out. Then I would have a vacancy in a position. So say it was a medical assistant, a nurse, or a receptionist, and I needed to hire someone. Well, I had to get authorization to have a job requisition. So I had to go into yet another system. And in that system, I would have to get that approved. And then applications would come in. So I would have to go to that system, pull out all of the applications, print them out, contact the person, get into my email, pick up the phone, then contact human resources or someone to do interviews with me, coordinate it through another place where there were schedules to see who. I'm telling you, it was so time consuming, not productive, and all over the place. And during my stint in human resources at the hospital, I was part of some of the decision making because, quite frankly, when I did join the hospital, I said, these systems, this is just like, it needs some work. So we had looked at a time and attendance program, which was just one piece of this puzzle of managing a business, that cost $100,000, and we had 2,000 employees for the hospital. $100,000. And anytime we wanted to increase the amount of employees to add to the system, cha-ching, cha-ching, more cost. Anytime we had more managers that perhaps needed license approval so that they could do other things within the system, cha-ching, cha-ching. Anytime we wanted to add any new features or change things that would adapt to our environment better, it cost even more money. So that is why OStaff is my favorite product. It's near and dear to my heart. At times it makes me want to go back into management just because I can't wait to see how businesses are going to love this product. Whether you're a small business, a medium-sized business, or a large business, whether you own those businesses or you are a manager or an executive in those companies, the things that are going to help is that everything is under one umbrella, that you will be able to keep all of your employees' information, your accounting, all of your human resource stuff. You'll also be able to do all of your onboarding there. And it's going to save not just time and aggravation, it's going to save huge amount of money to any company that uses OStaff. I can't say enough about it. I am just so excited for people to catch a glimpse at this. It is going to actually, I believe, it's going to help people retain their staff because they won't be frustrated in having to be all over the place to do all of the functions necessary to be a manager. I cannot wait. Okay, so what else? I'm going to end this with, you need to get back to the person who invited you. It's time to jump on board. And I also encourage you to visit onpassive.com and take a look at all of the products. So it was my pleasure to present that to you today. Remember, this is an opportunity that you're going to want to jump on board. If you just catch a vision of what it is about, I get the feeling you're going to jump right on board with the rest of us. And when you do, you will have access to the back office of Onpassive, and you will have access to our private webinars. You will sign a non-disclosure agreement, and you are going to just learn more and more and more than I can tell you today. And you are going to get more and more excited. So giddy up, get on board, and I hope to see you as a founder.